So last week we challenged ourselves in seeing what would happen if we accepted every transfer offer with Arsenal. And you guys loved it. Many of you suggested that we turn this into a series on the channel. So today, we will be heading to Spain and testing out this challenge with one of the world's biggest clubs, Barcelona. If you would like this series to become a permanent fixture on the channel, make sure you leave a like. If we hit 5,000 likes, then I will make it official. But before we get into the challenge, I have some slight rule adjustments to present to you as suggested by your comments on the last installment. So here are the official rules for the accepting every transfer offers series. Number 1, plain and simple, we must accept every single offer that gets put to us. No ifs, ands, or buts. If a club wants a player, we'll give him to him. Rule number 2, we are permitted from making any signings in the opening transfer window for each season, which leads to rule number 3, we can only sign players in January. This way it makes it interesting because there is players available next season that can be sold on. And finally, rule number 4, it is the goal of the series, it is to win the league title in season 3. Let's get back into the video. I think this installment of it is going to be quite interesting because look at all the critical expectations. We could really get sacked in the first season if we don't do well. So this is our starting 11 for the first season. This is the squad we have, but of course, it's not going to stay this way. Let's get into the simulation and see what transfer offers come in for our players. So, 10 days into it and we have our first offer for JarradHD. That is a very low offer, but there's not much we can do. He's off to Juventus for £29 million. And there it is, PK and Shakira are off to Turin. And also we have a fair few players loaned out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to recall them all from loan just to make it more, make it more of a fair challenge. Jordi Massip transfer offer in for our third strings goalkeeper from Hoffenheim, £875,000. And another goalkeeper transfer offer here to Stegen, Napoli, a very low offer, 28 million, but he looks like he's off to Italy. And there it is, Jordi Massip officially off to the Bundesliga. And Silerson officially becomes our first string goalkeeper as the Stegen is off to Napoli. So with only 1 hour to go into this transfer window, we really haven't had as many offers come in as we did for the Arsenal challenge. PK to Stegen and Massip are the players leaving for this opening transfer window. Not the worst, but it makes it more interesting when more players go. So here we are halfway through the La Liga season. Well, we're on the 1st of January and not much has really changed. Barcelona, without PK, without ter Stegen, and without Massip, not that it really matters, are still top of the La Liga table. Real Madrid haven't lost a game yet, but too many draws. But let's see now that we are in January, who we can bring in, and if we get any big name transfer offers. We're gonna make our first January signing for this challenge, Eric Bailly. I wonder how long he's gonna be until we get an offer for him, but welcome to Barcelona for the meantime. And finally, a transfer offer here, Nili Perdomo. Never heard of the bloke, but he looks like he's off to Rayo Vallecano for 1.4 million. And a transfer offer in here for Andre Gomez, however you pronounce it. Manchester City want the Portuguese midfielder for £27.5 million. And Perdomo is officially out of the club. And Andre Gomez is off to Manchester City for £27.5 million. Transfer offer here for Mark Cardona. Who's this going to be from? Numancia. Never heard of them. I think they're a second division side, but we're going to accept that they're $825,000. I want a big player to get sold just to shake things up a little bit. And we're going to bring ourselves in a brand new world-class goalkeeper, Manuel Neuer, into Barcelona for £80 million. Here we go, boys. Transfer offer for Luis Suarez. Manchester United want the Uruguayan beast for £64 million. Liverpool fans aren't going to be happy about that one, but we have to accept it. And while it looks like Suarez is out of the club, we have Marco Verratti coming in for £82 million. Rumoured in real life, and now he is officially at Barcelona in the game And we also have a player departure, Catalonia off to Numancia for 825,000. And there it is, Luis Suarez back to the Premier League, off to Manchester United. And we've brought in our Luis Suarez replacement. He is a fellow South American. It is Paulo Dybala from Juventus. Transfer offer in here for Jeremy Mathieu, the French centre-back. Arsenal. Arsene Wenger wants him. I don't think he's going to solve your problems, Arsene, but we will accept that transfer offer. And there it is. He's off to Arsenal. With 4 hours to go on the transfer deadline day, a transfer offer comes in from Man City again. Sergi Roberto, £15 million, looks like he's off to the Premier League. And here it is, an hour later, 3 hours to go, and it is Sergi Roberto making his move. And with 1 hour to go on the transfer deadline day, we get a transfer offer in for Borja Lopez from Sporting Gijon in the La Liga. Whether it goes through or not, they've left it pretty late, but whether it goes through or not is a different story. We're going to accept it, but there's probably a good chance that he won't even leave. But whether Borja Lopez leaves or not, this is the business we have done this window. Brought in some world-class players, sold some world-class players. The challenge, it's going pretty damn well. I'm just keen to see whether these players that we brought in leave next season, because that's kind of the thing I'm aiming for with these January transfers. It could be quite funny and quite cruel to bring in world-class players and then they leave a transfer window later. And it looks like Borja Lopez hasn't left the club. No player sold. Of course, Alex Vidal gets injured, but no player sold icon. And where is he? There he is, still in our squad. So here we are at the first season conclusion for this challenge. We've won La Liga, we've sold some of our best players, we've brought in some good players, and we are La Liga champions, which kind of defeats the purpose of the challenge, but we'll have to see what happens in season 2. The sides getting relegated are Real Betis, Osasuna, and Leganes. We also won the Supercopa, but that was at the start of the season. But we did get eliminated in the round of 16 of the Copa de España. Oh wow, we won the Champions League. We beat Real Madrid in the El Clasico final 1-0, and we also beat Atletico Madrid in the semi-final. So that's pretty crazy to see that we're selling our players and we still win. I think it'll be a lot more interesting if Messi and Neymar and those sort of players leave. And Manchester United absolutely dominated Porto in the Europa League final. So that's the end of the first season. I'm sure it didn't go the way we all expected it to, but let's see what craziness can happen in the second season. So the first transfer offer for this second season is for Denis Suarez, Liverpool, £17.5 million. That's a pretty cheap offer, but we have to accept it. And another transfer offer comes in now, this time for Rafinha, another Premier League club, and another small offer, Chelsea, 22 million. Another transfer offer, so it's good to see that the ball is starting to roll, and a big name player, Liverpool again, coming in for Sergio Busquets. That is a big departure if it goes ahead. And Denis Suarez has officially moved to Liverpool for 17.5 million. 2 transfer offers this time. So the first one, Jose Suarez, our backup goalkeeper, Elche, £850,000. And then Swansea come in for Paco Alcácer, the striker, the Spanish striker, formerly of Valencia, £17 million. And Rafinha has left the club off to Chelsea for 22 million, so the ball is really picking up this transfer window. We're really getting some big name players out of the club and getting the challenge rolling. Carlos Alena, centre midfielder, Getafe, £2.5 million. 3 player departures official, Jose Suarez, Paco Alcácer, and Carlos Alena. Nothing heard on Busquets yet. Transfer offer for Jasper Cillessen, Everton, £14 million. Looks like he's off to Goodison Park. And that's gone through pretty quickly. Cillessen off to Everton. Arda Turan, one of my favourite players in this Barcelona squad. Man City come in for the Turk, £21.5 million. Looks like another one of our players is off to freaking the Premier League. Liverpool, Man City, and Chelsea, they're just coming in for our players like crazy. And that went through pretty quickly as well. Turan off to City. A few days to go in the transfer window, and an offer comes in for Douglas. Real Valladolid coming in for 1.9 million. So the Douglas move is official. So here we are on the 1st of January. We're not in first position, but we're definitely still in the title race. Second place, tied with Malaga and Real Madrid. Sevilla leading the pack. So once again, we have an incredible war chest to use in this transfer window. Players that leave, I don't know which players are going to leave. Busquets never left to Liverpool as well, which is a bit surprising. But let's try seeing what players leave and how we can improve the squad. Transfer offer here, the first one for January for Sergi Palencia. Off to Cadiz CF. I'm guessing they're another second division side for £875,000. He's a right back, and we're bringing in a world-class right back. Someone that's been linked a lot with Barcelona in real life. Hector Bellerin coming to the Camp Nou. And Palencia has officially left the club. Oh crap, boys. Exactly what I thought was going to happen. A transfer offer for Paulo Dybala. Juventus want him back. And in theory, this is brilliant business from Juventus, because I think we got him for somewhere around 80-90 million, and they're going to be getting him back for 67 million. GG, Juve. So Dybala has left Barcelona. Thanks for a good half a season or 3/4 of a season, mate. What I'm going to do is I'm not going to replace him this window. I'm going to make things a little bit more interesting and wait until this time next season to get a brand new striker. Transfer offer for Alex Vidal, our right back. Looks like he is off to Eibar for 3.4 million. So Vidal has officially left. We're going to bring in two of Europe's most hyped up wonder kids just as squad rotation players, because we have that sort of money now. Julian Brandt from Leverkusen in for £30 million, and the Portuguese midfielder Renato Sanchez in from Bayern for £20 million. And on transfer deadline day, a transfer offer. Wilfried Kaptum, one of our rotational players, Osasuna, 1.2 million. And 1 hour later, he officially leaves. Oh crap, the moment we have been waiting for, but we've also been dreading. With 7 hours to go on transfer deadline day, we have received a transfer offer for Lionel Messi. Manchester City, Pep Guardiola wants him back. £64.5 million. Look at our transfer budget. We're going to accept that. And the Messiah looks like he's off to the Etihad. And an hour later, Leo has left Camp Nou. A chapter of football history closes, and we are now extremely rich. And with 3 hours to go, we get a transfer offer for one of our other signed players from last season. Eric Bailly looks like he's moving to Bayern Munich for 46 million. And an hour later, he has left. Now, I could go out and buy some amazing players this window. I could have gone out and bought some amazing players this window, but for the sake of entertainment and keeping it exciting, we're going to save them for next season. So, we're back-to-back La Liga champions. It kind of dampens my mood considering the whole challenge was to win it in the third season. I was assuming we would be crap. I think next season our goal was going to be to win every piece of silverware available. But the sides being relegated are Sporting Gijón, Getafe, and Rayo Vallecano. We did win the Supercopa again, but that was at the start of the season. We lost the Copa de España final, so we went further than the round of 16 last year. Hopefully next season we win the whole thing. We won the Copa Europe against Man United, but then again, that was at the start. Ooh, but we lost the Champions League final. Borussia Dortmund defeated us on penalty shootouts. So we lost 2 cup finals this season, both on shootouts. I think with some insane business, in Season 3, we can go ahead and win every single trophy. Although now that I say that, we probably won't even win any. And I'm surprised that we managed to dominate as much as we did with this squad. Yes, we have a great defense, but we've got Mascherano in there, 80 rated. We've got Teo, we've got Munir. Yes, we have Neymar. our squad's decent, but I thought Real Madrid probably would have pipped us. So that's the second season done and dusted. Season 3 is where we really focus on our results and go full out with this challenge. Transfer offer 3 days into the third season here, and it is for Thomas Vermaelen, the Belgian centre-back, off to Eibar, it seems, for 3.6 million. And Thomas Vermaelen's departure, it's official. Transfer offer for Gerrard here. Deportivo, they're coming in for £2.3 million. And a big transfer offer here. Marco Verratti, Juventus. He looks like he's going to his home nation of Italy. £59.5 million. And there it is, Gerrard has left the club. Goodbye, Marco, it's been a ride. So here we are with 1 hour remaining on transfer deadline day, and we have a transfer offer for Neymar. PSG, £70 million. We're going to accept it, but there's only 1 hour remaining. Will we have a similar situation to our centre-back last year? We'll have to find out. I'll stay with you guys while we watch it. We haven't had a very busy transfer window at all. No real players leaving. Did he leave the club? I don't think so. Let's scroll across. Neymar's still there, and that's just lucky because we have 1 reserve. So we need to pray before January that we don't get any injuries or big suspensions. And then we're going to be going absolutely crazy in the January transfer window. So we've just made the challenge quite exciting. Halfway through the La Liga season, we are in 5th. And most importantly, we are 13 points off first place Sevilla. They're really starting to run away with it as well. They're 7 points clear of Atletico Madrid and 10 points clear of Real Madrid and Villarreal. So we need to get some good business done in this January transfer window and see if we can turn things around and complete the challenge. We're going to bring in our first player in the January window. Corentin Tolisso signed for Bayern Munich in real life recently, but he is now a Barcelona player. And we're going to bring in a brand new centre-back here, someone that I've never used this FIFA. Inigo Martinez from Real Sociedad, now 85 rated, coming in for 33 million. And it looks like Juan Kamara might be leaving the club. Granada come in for 2.2 million pounds. And Juan Kamara has officially left the club. He's off to Granada. So we have 3 strikers that have accepted contracts. Robert Lewandowski, Romelu Lukaku, and Lacazette. Now, Lacazette would be the financially sound decision here. The other 2 accepted for 80 million and almost double the amount of wages. So we'd be saving about 30 million pounds with Lacazette. However, the overalls, we need to go all out this season, so I'm going to go for the highest rated one, Romelu Lukaku, coming in for 80 million pounds. A huge spanner has been thrown in the works. Neymar, PSG, they've come back in for him. Luckily, they've given us a somewhat decent offer this time. We have to accept it. 85 million for Neymar. And there it is. Neymar has moved to PSG. 79 million added to our total. So MSN are officially no more. Well, they were no more when 1 player left, but everybody from MSN is no longer at Barcelona. But we have brought in a brand new right midfielder. This is what I was trying to do before the Neymar offer came in. So Bernardo Silva, 88 rated, our new right midfielder. And here we go. We've brought in Neymar's replacement, Eden Hazard, coming in for 87 million pounds. So at the conclusion of all the transfer business for this challenge, this Barcelona accepting every offer challenge, this is what our starting 11 looks like. It is one hell of a side. Virtually a completely different team from what we inherited. There's only 4 players. There's Alba, Umtiti, Busquets, and Rakitic, who were original Barcelona players in the starting 11. We're just going to have to hope that we don't get too many injuries. We've gone pretty scarce when it comes to depth in the side, but let's simulate now to the end of the season and see where we finish up. Right now, we are in 5th position on 34 points. We're 9 points off first place Sevilla. Can we make it up, and can we complete a successful challenge? So here it is, fellas, the moment of truth. I know for sure, looking at the calendar, that we made the Champions League and the Copa de España finals. Whether we won them is a different story, but we're going to go to the stats. Our red manager rating doesn't help. Let's scroll across. 3, 2, 1. 4th place. No, Villarreal won the league. We were 3 points shy. That is one tight title race. So we have technically failed the challenge, since the challenge is to win the league in Season 3. But the fact that we won in Season 1 and 2 makes it a little bit easier to cop the L in the challenge because we were so good throughout. Let's have a look and see how we went across the rest of the season. We won the Super Copa for the 3rd time in a row. We won the Copa de España 3-1 over Real Madrid in an El Clasico final. No, we lost the Champions League final on penalties to Chelsea. What was it? What is it with us losing finals on penalties in this video? But anyways, fellas, that is going to conclude this accepting every transfer offers challenge video. As I said earlier, if you want to see this turn into a regular series on the channel, make sure that we get 5,000 likes on the video. That will show me that you definitely want it. And also make sure that you scorpion kick that subscribe button down below if you are new around here. The road to 100k is well and truly on. Thanks for 90k. Only 10k to go. That is insane to think about. But anyways, fellas, I hope you have a fantastic day. I hope you enjoyed the video. It has been JarradHD here. I'm out. Peace.